Hello, this is Victor. I'm here with a new video of a unit in depth. And the time I want to talk about one of the best vehicles or the best tanks I think in Warhammer 40k. So this is the Exorcist of the Sisters of Battle. I think it's a very solid tank, a very solid choice, and maybe the best choice and a very good complement for any Sisters of Battle army. So let's go first to the profile. So it costs 125 points, have ballistic skill 4, armor 13, sight 11, rear 10, 3 hull points. Uh, is a vehicle tank. The composition of the unit is just one Exorcist and have the Exorcist missile launcher, searchlight, smoke launchers, the shield of faith, and can take additional items from the Solita equipment that I don't know. Yeah, there are some small equipment, but I never take any extras. So I always fill this Exorcist as you see here, 125 points. The weapon I think is one of the best weapons because it's quite random. The weapon is D6 shots of strength 8 AP1 with quite a long range. It's I think 36. Oh, let me. The range. I'm just checking now the range. 48-inch range, so almost all the tabletop. So it's a tank that gives a very nice support to the Sisters of Battle that normally the problem they have is the short range. All the weapons of Sisters of Battle are mainly short range except the heavy bolter that is not a good anti-vehicle at long range. So the Exorcist is complementing very well. Have good long range, is good anti-light vehicles, can also be quite dangerous anti-heavy vehicles thanks to the AP1, and then is also good against heavy infantry. So it's a very nice complement to your Sisters of Battle army, giving a very nice range shot. To minimize the randomness, I suggest always to have at least two of these tanks if you're using that. That way to the 6, the average is 7 shots, and is less random than just having one, where you depend on this good roll. Normally, in my army, I used to fill 3. I know that is a little bit cheesy, but yeah, I'm playing a very old codex with the Sisters of Battle, so I feel 3, if I can, I feel 3 of these tanks. They give a very strong support to the Sisters of Battles and give a lot of time, and they back a lot of shooting from the enemy. And then what I like to do, like I did in the last battle, I combine this tank with the Aegis defense line. In that way, you can give this tank 4 plus cover save. And in case you lose your cover save, you still have 6 plus invulnerable save. It's just a very small addition, but yeah, sometimes it's saving you the day. So it's not super resilient, it's like a predator, but the armor 13 today is not bad, especially if you can keep them out of the range of the meltas. And if you combine this with the Aegis defense line, what I say is quite useful. Normally, how I play them, I try to keep them as far as possible from the enemy and use them as a shooting platform. And as I say, I try to have 2 or 3 of them on the battlefield if it's possible, if there is not any restriction in the tournament. So yeah, I think the best choice in the heavy support of the Sisters of Battle. And no more to say. So excellent shooting tank. Of course, you have to avoid the close combat, and if you can, you should use one of the Sisters of Battle units to screen this tank in case you see that they can risk in the close combat. Always move if you see that they are going to be assault. That way the enemy will have not automatic shots, and they don't have any penalty if they move a close combat, combat speed, because they only have one weapon to shoot, that is the D6 Strength 8 AP1. So excellent tank, I think one of the best in the game. For the cost of points, 125 points, is quite resilient, and yeah, it's a tank to keep in the background, try to keep out of the range of the most strongest weapon, and give some supporting fire to your Sisters of Battle, and give them time that they get close, and then you can be at the range of the rest of the units, with the rest of the units to do the last hitting. So that's all. Please, if you play Sisters of Battle, I highly, strongly recommend this tank. Maybe one of the best choices in the Sisters of Battle codexes. That's all for this video. I just want to share this tank, quite short one. So thanks a lot for watching and see you again later. Bye.